Good morning from day number 3 of our adventure through Georgia. This is going to be a very busy day. It is like 5:20 right now a.m. Beautiful night, super crisp and clear, and we are in Stepantsminda. If you didn't see the last video, go and check that out because sunset yesterday was phenomenal. We're going back up to the same location for sunrise with different light, as you guys know, and then we're going to Juta, which is like a really hidden landscape location and really a phenomenal spot, and that all starts right now in this video. Let's go. Good morning once again from Mount Kazbek, just outside of Stepantsminda in Georgia. And this is a perfect alpenglow sunrise happening right behind me. The crew is in the good spirits. We've got a classic travel scene here with the road lining its way towards the mountain, creating a perfect scene and really nice. The only thing we could have is more high clouds, but really we can't complain with this weather. There's almost no wind and it's not too cold. It's probably about 8 degrees. This is a very good way to start an awesome day. Today's gonna be an adventure. We are heading to Juta. If you don't know where that is, look it up. It's a very unique part of Georgia. All the cameras are packed up. It's time to fly. And the sun has arrived here at the Grageti Monastery. Absolutely incredible. We waited for it because we wanted to have the sun on the church and on the mountain way back there to try and balance that exposure. And I think it worked out, and I got a nice little drone footage there at the very end. But this video is just beginning. It's only about 8 a.m. in the morning and we've got a crazy adventure lined up ahead of us. So let's head towards Juta. And our hike has begun. We are headed towards Juta village. And the reason we're walking is because of the landslide, which I think you're gonna see in just a minute in this video, because it cut off access to the village. And the hotel manager was saying to me that you can still get there. And I was talking to Georgi, our driver, and he said, yeah, you should definitely do the last 4 kilometers walking because it's totally worth it. So our crew all ready to go, super keen to hit the trail, and it is a beautiful day for walking. So it's mostly on a road, and then once we get to Juta village, it'll be the last kilometer on a trail uphill to an amazing accommodation. So with weather like this, nice day for a walk. We have made it to the landslide area. This is a pretty steep drop. What do you think, Carlos? Oh, he's running away from the vlog. Hey, don't get too close to the edge, man. Come on. Straight down. Hope you're not afraid of heights. That's very fresh, only a couple months old. And sadly, it means that you can't take a car all the way to Juta, even though you can. The locals have closed off access and forced you to park. Sorry about that, Mike's right here. Forced you to park down about 3.5 kilometers from the town. And they are ferrying people up in taxis. So some of our group is taking a cab, those who don't want to walk. But yeah, it's a beautiful day. So we're gonna keep going and hopefully get there in a couple hours. We made it 2 and a bit hours later. I think it's 2 hours and 15 minutes of walking, probably about a 700 meter vertical gain over 4 kilometers. And we did it, we're here. And this place is bloody paradise. And it's that time again for us to head off. This is such a good location to chill for a few hours, but as sunset is upon us, we're gonna head further into the valley towards a waterfall, which is another 2 kilometers up the valley and only about a 200 meter gain. So a few of the guys have decided that they wanna give it a go, including myself. So we're gonna head that way and hopefully it looks pretty cool. And this place is hard to leave though, I must say. There's a lot of very, very good photos from just right here. 5th season, Juta, Georgia. Juta, Georgia. A lot of potential in this valley. I might have to consider staying here for 2 nights next year. The next Hidden Georgia, hidden photo tours. We were thinking about going to Georgia and Armenia, and I'm thinking maybe for Georgia we just come here only, do Kazbegi, yesterday's video, and here for 2 nights, and then drive straight back through Tbilisi into the south into northern Armenia. So yeah, that could be sick. Sliding down the hill here, trying to get an angle where you can see the camera, the river there, which is kind of creating like a horizontal waterfall, and then the mountain, which has just one layer of cloud on it. She's right there. Really, really beautiful landscape scene. And this is a very good example of kind of wild landscape photography. We have seen no images of this river. We've just been walking up it, hoping that there'll be some nice shots, and there are countless, dozens. It's absolutely beautiful location, and hopefully we'll get a good shot. I'm focus stacking with the A7R5 with the built-in focus bracketing, and then I did a couple manual stacks as well with these really crazy looking plants in the foreground. You can see them like behind me. Whoa, down I go. And there goes my composition, but that's okay. Already got the photo. Aye, wild. So you got these plants here, and then obviously the river, and do a bit of a long exposure for the river, and then another quick exposure for the mountain to keep those clouds nice and sharp. But yeah, this place is just stunning. Let's get the drone back up in the air and see if we can find that lake. There's a lake that I think is further up that I'm not gonna be able to go to on this trip, but maybe on the next one. I'm currently at 4% battery on this Sony a7S III. We made it to the lake. This is unreal. What a location. It's another probably 2 and a bit kilometers from the hut. And I'm glad that we came up here. I actually scouted it with the drone, saw it from the drone and thought, man, that's not really that far from where we were situated down by the river. So a couple of the guys that were with me said, let's go up there. And we're pretty late right now. It's almost 8 p.m., but totally worth it. This will be a fantastic location for future workshops for sure. For those who are up for the adventure to come up to this lake. And I really am tempted to go for an ice bath in there too. It's crystal clear. Looks absolutely perfect. There's even a little hut right here and beautiful views of that big mountain peak. But unfortunately it's covered in clouds right now, but still I could ramble on. This has already been a really long video, and this is the perfect place to end the third day of Hidden Georgia, part of the Hidden Photo Tours, and the first one. So I hope you've been enjoying these videos. Up next, we're heading back down the valley into the mainland towards Gori, and then off to Kutaisi, which is a very popular place for architecture and abandoned photography, which is gonna be really, really cool. So I will see you north of Kutaisi in Talktubo. It's gonna be a good one. See you in that video. Second flat tire of the trip. First one on this car though, so